Hi, I'm Samuel Citriku. I'm a lawyer, a spoken word poet, and a public speaker. I came into Abuja through birth. I was born, I was bred, and I was buttered in Abuja. All the levels of my schooling, from primary school to secondary school to even university, was in Abuja, except law school. I schooled in Victoria Island, the Nigerian Law School, Lagos campus. And after law school, I decided to come back to Abuja. I was then invited by a friend of mine to this meeting of young Christian intellectuals, professionals, and creatives, as she called it then. But I was very skeptical because I thought it was a church. She convinced me that it was not a church, but that point where you tell people that yes, you will show up, and I ended up not showing up until I think they had the 1 year anniversary, and I decided to go and, as a spoken word poet, present a poem. However, when I gave my rendition, instead of leaving, I decided to wait and listen to the conversation. I think then we had a conversation about wordsmith, like more or less like wordplay. And what struck me the most was the fact that I saw young people like myself being free and expressive, sharing their stories, their experiences, talk about deep-seated hurts. When you hear someone talk about something that happened in childhood that was painful and so on, and I think it's because the fellowship provides a safe space that is non-judgmental. For the first time in a very long while, I became vulnerable and I was not judged. No one judged me during the meeting. Before I came into the fellowship, I had this, I was in this box in my head. But coming and meeting many people who knew even much more than I knew and were humble enough to share and accept others, that really touched me, and that still speaks to me. One topic that really touched me during our meetings was the talk on love, philophobia. I never knew I had the fear of falling in love. But when the analysis went on, I now discovered that that was a real phobia that I had. And thank God I'm working on it. And the fellowship has really changed my perspective. I like the fact that issues are being handled, and there's this anticipation. I look forward to every meeting, wanting to know what will be spoken about. And these topics have helped me to look into my life, look inward. And then finally, I love the community. I've met very gifted and talented people, from all walks of life. You have the lawyers, you have the doctors, you have developers, so many people. And what catches me is the humility in quotes, because you see them coming, some in their t-shirts, some in their polos, and we all have blend into this mix of, creativity. And then yes, I love the music too. After weekdays, trouble and all, you come and hear uplifting music. The fellowship is a place to be for me. And truth be told, I've seen many young persons get married and bring their spouses to the fellowship. And I hope it continues, because when I marry, I have to bring my spouse to the fellowship too.